$289 million from Monsanto could keep only $20 million because of Trump's tax reform. The groundsman, who was rewarded $289 million in damages after finding that Monsanto's Roundup weed killer was linked to his cancer, will probably get less than 10% of that because of Trump's tax cut. Plaintiff Dwayne Johnson may get just $20 million of his first reward, according to tax attorney Robert Wood. And that is before Monsanto appeals to reduce the original award, he explained to CBS Money Watch. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017 called for litigation settlements to be taxed at 100%, no matter how much of the damages go towards legal fees. Wood added that lawyers' fees and expenses can eat up as much of half a jury award. Prior to the passage of the act, attorney fees were tax-deductible and reflected that many lawyers worked on a contingent fee basis for their plaintiffs. Under the new tax law, approximately 90% of the award Johnson won would go directly to legal fees and taxes. Woods broke down the math in a Forbes article where he explained that Johnson might receive 50% of the $39 million in compensatory damages and the additional $250 million in punitive damages he won. If so, he gets to keep half, or $19.5 million of the compensatory award. Since it is for his claimed non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, that part should not be taxed, he said. Of the $250 million punitive award, $125 million goes to legal fees and costs, and $125 million to Johnson. So before taxes, his take-home is $144.5 million. What about after taxes? The $250 million in punitive damages are fully taxable, with no deduction for the fees to his lawyer. At 37%, Johnson would lose $92.5 million to the IRS. That makes his after-tax haul from a $289 million verdict only $52 million. California is also expected to take some of the man's award. After state taxes, Johnson would have his $20 million, but could potentially have less than that. Monsanto would be able to deduct the whole $289 million from its tax bill. Business expenses are still tax-deductible, Wood explained. That's true with legal fees as well. Having lawyers is something businesses have to do. If the business pays the freight, the business writes it off. The 46-year-old, who has just weeks to live, was relived when jurors sided with him on Friday. The groundskeeper, who worked for years in Benicia, California, was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, a cancer that starts in the white blood cells, in August 2014. He mixed and sprayed hundreds of gallons of Roundup to keep grass and weeds under control. The liable verdict means the case could open the door to hundreds of additional lawsuits against the company recently acquired by German-based pharmaceutical and chemical group Bayer. Monsanto will appeal the verdict and the compensation will only be released when this has been heard. Johnson's lawyers will ask the appellate court to speed up the appeal so the money can be released while their client is still alive.